जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी।
गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudirayet Nishtaprayeshu Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Welcome to everyone. So today we are going to discuss 14th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Title is Lord Krishna's Disappearance. Sutta Goswami started saying to the sages of Naimisharanya that Arjuna went to Dwaraka to see Krishna and his friends and relatives, to know about them, and also he wanted to learn about Krishna's next plan. Krishna came to finish all the unwanted people who are troubling pious people, and he established Yudhishthira Maharaja as the emperor. Now, what is the next plan of the Lord? So Arjuna wanted to learn this so that he can assist the Lord. Several months over, Arjuna did not return to Hastinapura. Meanwhile, Maharaj Yudhishthira was observing inauspicious sign in his kingdom. He could observe people in general became greedy, lusty, and short-tempered. So all these things, and people developed dishonest means to earn their livelihood. In the transactions, ordinary transactions become polluted. Even among the friends, they started cheating. There was always misunderstanding in the family, between the father and mother, between the brothers, between the well-wishers. Always there was a quarrel between the husband and wife. So Yudhishthira could see all this inauspicious signs. And after seeing this, he called his brother Bhimasena and said, "My dear Bhima, I sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to see Krishna and to know about Lord's mission so that he could assist Lord in his missionary activity. He has gone, 6 months over, he has not come back. But I could see a lot of evil, inauspicious signs everywhere in the kingdom, in our kingdom. Is Lord Krishna is going to quit his earthly pastimes? This is what Narada Muni indicated, that Lord will leave the world. So Yudhishthira Maharaja was telling to Bhima that no, the time has come, Lord is going to quit his earthly pastimes, as his time has already arrived. And Yudhishthira was remembering Krishna's mercy and said, "My dear brother Bhima, it's because of Krishna's mercy today we have got the material opulence, we have got good wives, and we are ruling over the citizens, and we have got all the wealth, conquered our enemies. It's all due to the mercy of the Lord. On our own endeavor, we could not get anything." That means the material prosperity consists of material opulence, good wives, education, name, fame, controlling the citizens. This is all due to the mercy of the Lord. One cannot have all these things by one's own endeavor. We should always understand this principle. We may be highly educated, may have good parents, good wife, good children, good stature in the society, good position in the company. It's all not by our endeavor alone, but by the mercy of the Lord we got everything. We should constantly remember all these blessings of the Lord. Of course, one has to put his endeavor, one has to work to get all these things. Not that, okay, Lord will bless me, let me sit, let me not prepare for my exam, I'll chant, Lord will write exam on behalf of me. I will not do any work, my boss will promote me. No. We have to do our work. Our endeavor is important. In any of our actions, our endeavor is important. Krishna explains there are 5 factors of action. So, in the 5 factors of action, endeavor is also there. We have to put in endeavor. But ultimately, the success depends upon the blessings of the Lord. If one says that without the mercy of the Lord, I can be successful in my attempt by my hard work, it is foolishness. In that case, no doctor would fail to cure the patient. In spite of being treated by the best doctor, best medicine, best medical equipment, still patient dies. On the other hand, one who is not treated by doctor, still he survives. That means the Lord's blessings is more important. Daiva, will of the super soul is more important thing. Even Prahlad Maharaja says, offer a prayer to Narsimha. He says, Balasya Nev Sharano Pitaru Narsimha Nartasya Chagam Udamati Majatono Taptasya Tat Pratide Yang Cheshta Tavat Ibotunu Brutam Iti Upekshatanam. He says, Prahlad Maharaja says, my dear Lord, those who are absorbed in the bodily concept of life, those who are neglected by you, those who are not protected by you, carried by you, they cannot do anything betterment for themselves. Although they do something that may solve their problem time being, but that's not permanent solution. A father and mother cannot protect their own son. Similarly, a doctor cannot cure the patient, and the boat which is on the ocean cannot save the drowning person if the Lord does not give the protection. So we have to remember this. Whatever we have got, it's given by the Lord. And devotees should always think, whatever I have today, it's all given by Lord, not by my endeavor. So this is acknowledged by Yudhishthira Maharaj. So he started saying to Bhima, today we have got all these things due to the mercy of the Lord. Then after that he said, my dear Bhima, the left side of my body, my eyes, my arm and my thighs is quivering. My heart is palpitating due to fear. This indicates some undesirable is going to happen in the future, near future. The material, this undesirable thing means we don't want to get anything which is bad for us. We don't want misery. We don't want any unfortunate thing should happen. Nobody desires, nobody expects undesirable things, but it's forced upon us by the superior nature. Nobody expects that my house, nobody decides that my house will be looted or my son is going to college, let him die in accident. Nobody expects, nobody decides, but it happens by the superior force. What is this undesirable thing? As long as we exist in the material world, we happen to see all these things. These undesirable things will happen naturally. This undesirable thing is compared to the material existence, which is compared to a forest fire. Nobody goes to the forest to set a fire, but it happens automatically. And no one can escape from the forest fire. However, one may be expert, a runner, still he cannot escape from the forest fire. But only by the mercy of the Lord, the forest fire can be extinguished. How? By rain. When the cloud starts pouring rain, then it can extinguish the forest fire. Similarly, the so-called undesirable things, the so-called miseries can be stopped by the mercy of the Lord, or by the mercy of bona fide representative of Lord Krishna. Every day we sing Guru Ashtaka, the first stanza, Samsara Dava Nalida Loka Tranaya Karunya Ganaganatum Praptasya Kalyana Gunarnavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. What is the meaning of the verse? Samsara Dava Nalida Loka Tranaya Karunya Ganaganatum. The spiritual master is the receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy of the Lord. Spiritual master comes to this world by the will of Lord to deliver the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the material existence, the blazing fire of material existence. When there is a forest fire, nobody can escape. There is a forest fire, no one can escape. But by the mercy of the Lord, there is a sufficient rain, then one can save his life. So the spiritual master receives the rain of mercy from the Lord. Therefore, he is a mercy representative of Lord Krishna. If at all one wants to get out of this material entanglement, the material miseries, because the material misery is always there, undesirable things can happen to any one of us at any point of time. If one desires to get out of these miseries, then one should take shelter of Lord Krishna or his bona fide representative. No other way can escape from these miseries. Then further, Yudhishthira Maharaja started saying to Bhima, my dear Bhima, you see the jackals crying at the rising of sun, and the dogs are barking at me fearlessly, and the cows, they do not give milk. Cows also, they don't drink milk, and they are standing and crying, their eyes filled with their tears. This all indicates some undesirable thing is going to happen in the near future. Look at the cities, towns, villages and hermitages. It's a devoid of beauty, bereft of all the happiness. I do not know what kind of calamity is going to come upon us. I am very much afraid. So he was expressing his anguish when he saw all the inauspicious signs in his kingdom. while he was expressing to his brother Bhima, at the time Arjuna came, returned to Hastinapura, and his head was down, his eyes was filled with full of tears, and he was dejected, depressed, disappointed, looking very sad. And when Yudhishthira Maharaja looked at Arjuna, he could understand probably Krishna might have left the world. Nevertheless, he started asking Arjuna, "My dear brother Arjuna, you went to Dwaraka to see Krishna and our friends and relatives. Hope you met all of them. I want to know each one of them. How about Shurasena, our grandfather Shurasena? How about Vasudeva, our maternal uncle, and his wife Devaki, and all her sisters are all doing fine? How about Ugrasena, who's the father of Kamsa? Kamsa impressed his father. His father was ruling due to greediness, due to the power to enjoy the royal happiness. He put his father in jail and he became the king. This even happens during Mughal rule. Take for example Aurangzeb. He arrested his father and put him in jail and he became the king. So when the people are too much lusty, greedy, they don't care for even one father and brother. They're ready to kill even father and brothers just for the sake of occupying the throne. Mad people, demonic people. So Krishna killed Kamsa and released Ugrasena. Ugrasena is a king of Mathura. He was a king of Mathura. Later, when there was a fight between Jarasandha and Krishna, Krishna transported all the citizens of Mathura to Dwaraka. So Yudhishthira Maharaja was asking, how is Ugrasena and his brothers? How is Lord Balaram, who is a protector of the devotees? So Yudhishthira Maharaja was asking, Lord Balaram, how is Lord Balaram? He is a protector of the devotees. Balaram is the immediate expansion of Lord Krishna, who is the protector of the devotees. And he is the spiritual master of the devotees. Without the mercy of Lord Balaram, one cannot attain the shelter of Lord Krishna. Therefore, it's our duty to take the blessings of Lord Balaram. The Balaram appeared as Nityananda Prabhu. He is so merciful. He delivered all the fallen souls like Jagai, Madai. So we have to take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Lord Balaram, in order to achieve Lord Krishna, in order to take shelter of Lord Chaitanya Prabhu. Even Raghunath Dasa Goswami, he pleased Lord Nityananda. He pleased Lord Nityananda. He received the dust of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. As a result, he could get the blessings of Lord Chaitanya. Although he tried many times in the past to give up his family life to take shelter of Lord Chaitanya, every attempt he made all become unsuccessful. But when he received the mercy of Lord Nityananda, the next attempt became successful. So in order to become successful in our spiritual life, one should take the blessings of Lord Nityananda or Lord Balarama. He is a protector of the devotees. And also, when Mathura was besieged by Jarasandha and Kalayavana, because Jarasandha attacked Mathura because his son-in-law Kamsa was killed by Krishna and his two daughters became widow. They returned home and explained to father that our husband was killed by Lord Krishna. Now they are not happy. So therefore, Jarasandha wanted to attack Mathura. He attacked Mathura, but Krishna and Balarama defeated Jarasandha, killed all the people and released Jarasandha. So every time Jarasandha would go and bring armies to attack Krishna and Balaram. Krishna and Balaram came to this world in order to reduce the burden of the earth. Therefore, every time they would kill all the military people of Jarasandha, army of Jarasandha, and would leave Jarasandha, would capture Jarasandha and leave, so that he would go and bring another big size of army, so that they can easily kill. They need not to search for the people to kill. All the people can come to their place and Krishna and Balarama could kill. So Jarasandha 18 times he was defeated, 17 times. When 18th time he attacked Mathura, at the time Kalayavana also attacked Mathura. Mathura was attacked by both the top personalities, both Jarasandha and Kalayavana. So Krishna thought, if I engage in the battle with Kalayavana, Jarasandha take advantage of capturing Mathura. So he decided to build a city within the sea so that no enemy can enter. Within one night, with the help of Vishwakarma, he built the city of Dwaraka and he transported all the citizens of Mathura to Dwaraka. After transporting all the citizens of Mathura to Dwaraka, and he told Balaram, my dear brother Balarama, you protect the citizens of Dwaraka now. You are the protector of the devotees. So Krishna himself told Balarama to take the charge of protecting the citizens of Dwaraka, means devotees. Then even other time also, when Balarama was on a pilgrimage, he went to Naimisharanya. He saw the sage, the Romarshana Sutta was giving discourse. So many rishis, Brahmanas were sitting and hearing the discourse. When Lord Balarama entered the assembly, all the Brahmanas and the sages stood up in order to show respect to Lord Balarama. They knew very well that Lord Balarama is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whereas the Romarshana Sutta, who was sitting on the Vyasasana, did not get up and show respect because he thought, he's a speaker of the Purana. Why should I get up? I need not to get up. So he did not respect Lord Balaram. Lord Balarama became very angry. He took the blade of grass and cut the head of Romarshana Sutta. One may question, how can Lord Balarama kill Romarshana Sutta? Actually, it's a mercy of the Lord Balarama upon Romarshana Sutta. In fact, Lord Balarama protected Romarshana Sutta because if Lord has not punished him, would have committed more and more sinful activity, more and more offences, by which he will fall down from his position. Because he was killed by Lord Balarama, he attained the exalted destination. If Lord Balarama was not killed, he would have committed more and more sinful activity, more and more offences, then will go to hell. Therefore, we have to check Romarshana Sutta to stop all the sinful activity, to stop all the offences. Lord Balarama killed Romarshana Sutta. After killing Romarshana Sutta, that Brahmanas started crying, my dear Lord, you have killed the Brahmana. You must atone for killing a Brahmana. Lord accepted the atonement given by the Brahmanas and Rishis. Although Lord Balarama is pure, free from the contamination, nevertheless he accepted the process of atonement in order to set an example, teach the common people how to atone for our sinful activity. So Lord Balarama took this one atonement and went on a pilgrimage. So Lord performed all this Leela in order to teach a common people how to conduct our life according to the social and spiritual order, so that that society will be filled with peace and the prosperity if we follow properly the religious system. Even though one may be a great person, one may be a great king, one may be a great personality, if he commits sinful activities, he cannot escape from the law. He has to atone. Therefore, Lord personally set an example. Although his Supreme Personality of Godhead, nevertheless he set an example. Although one may be a great, nevertheless if one commits a sinful activity, he must atone for the sinful activity. That atonement will be prescribed by the qualified Brahmana or Rishis. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj asked about Krishna's son, Pradyumna. My dear Arjuna, how is Pradyumna? How is Aniruddha? Aniruddha is the son of Pradyumna. Are they doing well? Are they fine? So, who is Pradyumna? Who is Pradyumna? Pradyumna was a Cupid, Kamadeva, in his previous life. He was burnt to ashes by the anger of Lord Shiva. He wanted to tempt Lord Shiva by shooting his arrows. Lord Shiva became very angry. You are trying to tempt me? He burnt Kamadeva to ashes. Later, this Kamadeva, he entered into the body of Vasudeva. When he was burnt to ashes, merged into the body of Vasudeva. Later, he was begotten by Lord Krishna in the womb of Rukmini Devi. When he was born, Pradyumna, in the house where the mother gives children, maternity home, there was one demon called Shambhara. He knew very well that he was destined to be killed by Pradyumna. And he learnt that Pradyumna took birth as son of Krishna and Rukmini. Is in the maternity home in the Dwaraka. This Shambhara was expert in the mystic power, and he assumed the body of woman and went to the maternity home and took the child, the Pradyumna baby. He was not even 10 days old, and started flying. And he was flying and threw this child into the sea, and this child was eaten by a fish. Baby was eaten by fish, and the fish was caught by a fisherman. Later the fisherman brought the fish and gave to Shambhara demon. Shambhara took the fish and gave to the cook, because the demons always are fond of eating meats and fish. And the cook took the fish, and when the cook cut the body of the fish, the cook saw the beautiful child within the abdomen of this, body of this fish. And the cook was astonished. And the cook brought this fish, the baby boy, and gave to the assistant of the Shambhara. The woman was assistant of Shambhara was Mayavati. The Mayavati saw the baby, who was very beautiful, very handsome. She was wondering how this beautiful boy is within the body of the fish. How is it possible? At that time, Narada Muni appeared and he explained to Mayavati that this boy is none other than son of Lord Krishna and Rukmini. Actually, he was a Kamadeva in his previous life. He was burned to ashes by the anger of Lord Shiva. And when he took birth as son of Lord Krishna, this Shambhara demon took away the child and put in the sea. And the fish ate this baby. And when that fisherman caught that fish and gave to Shambhara, Shambhara gave to the cook. So he explained everything to Mayavati and went. Mayavati was actually, she was a Rati, wife of Kamadeva in her previous life. Then she took care of the baby nicely. She would bathe the baby and would feed the baby. Took care like a mother, very affectionately, with love and affection. She took care of the baby. And the baby started growing very quickly and he became youthful and handsome personality. He was looking exactly like Krishna. Exactly ditto of Krishna. Very beautiful. His eyes were like lotus petals and he had long arms touching his knees. Any woman who sees Pradyumna would be captivated by his beauty. When Mayavati saw the attractive features of Pradyumna, she was afflicted with lusty desires. She approached Pradyumna and expressed her desire to have union with Pradyumna. Pradyumna was shocked to hear this and said, "How can you ask such kind of favor? You are taking care of me like my mother. Then how all of a sudden you expressed this kind of favor and you want to enjoy with me as a husband enjoy with wife? It's not at all correct." And Mayavati responded, "My dear sir, actually you are son of Lord Krishna. You are not my son." And she told everything. In your previous life you are Kamadeva and I was your wife Rati. How you are burnt by the anger of Lord Shiva. So everything she explained. Therefore, since I was your wife, there is nothing wrong on my part to express my desire to you to have union with me. It's not at all incompatible. Then she started telling, "My dear Pradyumna, actually Shambhara, when he comes to know that you are Pradyumna, son of Lord Krishna, he will kill you. Before he attempts to kill you, you must kill him. Because the Shambhara demon was endowed with all mystic power." And similarly, Mayavati also knew all the mystic power. She said, "I will teach you the mystic powers." She taught all the power to all the things, mystic yoga and all, to Pradyumna, how to kill Shambhara. After learning everything from Mayavati, he went to Shambhara and challenged Shambhara and scolded heavily. Pradyumna, the Shambhara demon, felt insulted, became very angry. He challenged Pradyumna. He came with a mace and to hit Pradyumna, and there was severe battle between Shambhara and Pradyumna, and they were fighting, and Shambhara was defeated. Then later he used his mystic power. He started flying in the sky and started throwing the weapons, nuclear weapons at Pradyumna to kill him. Pradyumna also learnt a lot of mystic power from Mayavati. He counteracted all the methods used by Shambhara. When Shambhara saw his whatever method he used to kill Pradyumna, he was defeated by all means by Pradyumna. Then finally Pradyumna took his sword and cut the head off the Shambhara demon. He fell down and died. Then devas, demigods from the heavenly planets started showering upon Pradyumna for killing this demon Shambhara. Then later Mayavati took Pradyumna to Dwaraka. She carried Pradyumna because she could fly in the air like a bird. So she took Pradyumna, went to Dwaraka and saw all the women were moving here and there. And the women in the city of Dwaraka saw Pradyumna and Mayavati. They all thought Krishna has come, because Pradyumna resembled Krishna in every respect, same bodily feature, character. So all of them became bashful, started hiding due to shyness. But some women could observe that this boy is not Krishna, because all the characteristics are not matching with the boy. So they started analyzing, who is this boy? So beautiful, so attractive. Who is this woman? So everyone was thinking. Rukmini Devi also saw the boy. Who is this boy? Who is the most fortunate woman? Who has begotten this boy? And she started thinking, if my son is alive, he looks like this boy. He resembles like this boy. So by intuition, Rukmini Devi started that this Pradyumna must be his own son also, because he's exactly looking like Krishna. So when all the people were thinking, trying to understand who's the boy, at the time Vasudeva, Devaki, Balarama, Krishna, all of them came and saw this boy, and Krishna knew who is Pradyumna. He smiled, but he did not disclose on his own. By the will of Krishna, Narada Muni appeared on the spot and he explained all these incidents, that this boy is none other than son of Lord Krishna and Rukmini, how he was taken away by Shambhara, and how Mayavati got, and how Pradyumna killed Shambhara. So everything Narada Muni explained. When the citizens like even Vasudeva, Devaki, all the wives of Krishna came to know that Pradyumna is alive, everyone came and embraced Pradyumna and Mayavati, and they were so happy. They started saying that dead son has come back, dead son has come back. They are full of happiness. In fact, they celebrate like a festival by seeing Pradyumna being alive. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was asking, how is Pradyumna, how is Aniruddha? Aniruddha was the son of Pradyumna. Pradyumna got married and gave birth to Aniruddha. Aniruddha, he got married to Usha, daughter of Banasura, Banasura, and he gave birth to Vajranabha. So when the Yadu dynasty was annihilated, only two Yadavas, two main personalities survived. One is Uddhava and second one is Vajranabha. It was Vajranabha who built many temples in the city of Dwaraka and Mathura and Vrindavan, wherever Krishna lived. Krishna lived for 10 years in Vrindavana. The next 18 years he lived in Mathura. The next 98 years he lived in Dwaraka. So Vajranabha established many temples, deities in all the three places where Krishna lived. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was asking about Pradyumna, about Aniruddha. Next he started asking about other sons of Krishna, like Charudeshna, Sushena, Samba, and many other sons. Krishna had 16,108 queens. He had 10 sons by each queen. So 16,000 means 1,61,080 sons. Krishna had 61,080 sons Krishna had. And each son added 10 sons again. So 1,61,000 multiplied in 10, 16 lakh. 16,000, 16 lakh and 10,800 sons, 800 family members Krishna had. So Yudhishthira Maharaja could not recall all the 16 lakh sons, family members of Krishna. Therefore, he quoted only few names of Krishna's sons, asking them, how are they? Are they doing well? Are they fine? Then Yudhishthira Maharaja started asking, how about Shrutadeva, Uddhava, and Nanda, Sunanda? They are all constant companions of the Lord who are always protected by the Lord Krishna. So whenever Krishna comes to this world, all his eternal companions, all of them come with Lord Krishna to assist Krishna's pastimes. But when they come along with Krishna, they forget about their own nature. They are eternal associates of the Lord. It's due to being, because Krishna is Vishnu Tattva and we Jivas are Jiva Tattva. Under the influence of Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva forgets about his eternal position. Whereas Krishna remembers all his pastimes in different incarnations. Whereas Krishna's associates takes birth, they cannot remember. Therefore, when Arjuna was asking, when Krishna told that I spoke this Bhagavad Gita to Sun God Vivaswan in the beginning, so Arjuna was confused. How can you speak to Sun God? He was senior by birth to you. You and me are same age. But how could you speak this knowledge to Sun God, Vivaswan? Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, both of us take birth. We have passed many lives. But I remember all my lives. But you do not. Because we are under the influence of Tatastha Shakti. We forget. Whereas Lord Krishna does not forget. So being the eternal associates of the Lord Krishna always protects his devotees. Krishna protects everyone, but particularly he protects his devotees. Therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking all these people like Uddhava, Shrutadeva, Nanda, Sunanda, they are always protected by the Lord. Next, Yudhishthira Maharaj started asking, how is Krishna? Is Krishna doing well? Krishna gives always pleasure to cows and brahmanas. He takes special interest in devotees. He is very affectionate towards his devotees. How he is doing well in Dwaraka along with his friends and relatives. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying here that Krishna gives pleasure to cows and the brahmanas. If a society is devoid of cow protection and Brahminical culture, that society is not protected by the Lord personally. Society means should take care of the cows, and one should develop the Brahminical culture in the society. The administrators, if they don't take the responsibility of giving special protection to the cows and they do not care for the Brahminical culture, then they cannot do anything good to the society. Krishna will be pleased to the king or the state administrator if they give protection to the cows. they take care of the Brahmanas. Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita the qualities of a Brahmana. Shamodama tapashaucham kshantir arjam evacha jnana vijnana astikyam brahma karma shubhavacham. The qualities of Brahmana: Shama, peacefulness; Dama, sense control or self-control; Shaucham, Tapa, austerity; Shaucham, cleanliness, internally and externally; Shamodama, Tapa Shaucham, Kshantir, tolerance, forbearance; simplicity, Arjavam; Jnana Vijnanam, Jnana, knowledge; and Vijnana, practical, scientific knowledge. These are the qualities of a Brahmana. By Brahminical culture, one can develop all the qualities. By developing all the qualities, one can become dear to Krishna. When we develop all the qualities, Krishna gives special protection to the devotee who develop all the qualities. Next, Yudhishthira Maharaj was asking, how about queens of Dwaraka headed by Satyabhama? They always care for the Lord. They want to see the Lord is comfortable always. It is by Satyabhama, by Satyabhama's force, or by Satyabhama's request, Krishna defeated the demigods and brought the Parijata, a tree, to please his wife Satyabhama. How are they? How about Satyabhama? About other queens of Krishna? So Yudhishthira was asking. Satyabhama was one of the principal queens of Krishna, Rukmini Satyabhama. Once the Bhaumasura kidnapped or took captive of 16,100 princes of kings and held them captive in his kingdom, and he wanted to give them Narabali. So this woman, this princess, 16,100 princess, they sent a message to Krishna, "Oh Lord, please come and protect us." So as soon as Krishna received this message, immediately he came with Satyabhama on his Garuda. The kingdom of Bhaumasura, Narakasura was well fortified, well protected. Nevertheless, Krishna finished all things, broke everything, killed all the people who were protecting the city of Bhaumasura. Then Bhaumasura came to challenge Krishna. Krishna killed Bhaumasura. In fact, Krishna came to kill. One more reason was this: Bhaumasura, Narakasura, went to Indraloka and stole the earrings of Mother Aditi and took away the umbrella of Varuna and conquered some portion of heavenly kingdom. And as a result, Indra had to go to Krishna and explain that he took away all things and now please kindly get back our items. This was the request of Lord Indra to Lord Krishna. So Krishna came and killed Bhaumasura. And when Bhaumasura was killed, Mother Earth personified, the mother of Bhaumasura, appeared and prayed to Lord Krishna, offered wonderful prayers to Lord Krishna, and returned the earrings of Mother Aditi and also the umbrella of Varuna. So Krishna took the earrings of Mother Aditi and the umbrella. Both Krishna and Satyabhama went to Indraloka and they wanted to hand over, because it was Indra who came and requested to retrieve my items. So Krishna got back the items and went to Indraloka and gave to Indra. Indra's wife Sachi saw Satyabhama. She was very pleased, and Sachi Mata introduced Satyabhama to Mother Aditi. Aditi took Satyabhama to show all the privileges what they enjoy in the heavenly kingdom. When Satyabhama saw the Parijata tree, and she was very much captivated, and she wanted some flowers. Therefore, she expressed her desire to Krishna, "My dear husband, I want some flowers. I want to decorate my cottage. I want to decorate our palace with this Parijata flowers." Krishna said, okay, why flowers? A few flowers, I can take the tree. So Krishna approved the tree of Parijata in the heavenly planet. Indra did not like this. How dare you can take my tree? So he came and challenged Krishna. You cannot take this tree. See, instead of giving voluntary to Lord Krishna, Indra is so selfish that Krishna, he went and complained to Krishna, get back my items. Krishna came and gave the items. And he is taking one tree. Instead of voluntarily giving, he started fighting with Krishna. So Krishna defeated the demigods and brought the Parijata tree and presented to Satyabhama. Just like a common person, common person pleases her husband, his wife. Common husband pleases the wife. When wife asks something, he pleases. Similarly, Krishna also acts like an henpecked person, but is not henpecked person. Because it's not the desire of Satyabhama to enjoy the Parijata tree. No. Satyabhama wanted this Parijata tree so that she can offer flower to Krishna. Anything's the best they want to give. Devotees want to offer the best thing to Krishna. Even Satyabhama wanted to offer to Krishna. The devotees are always eager to serve Lord. They want to see the Lord is comfortable. Therefore, Lord wants to fulfill the desires of the devotees. Then next, Yudhishthira Maharaj started asking Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, that's a nice point. I'll read that point. The great heroes of Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of Lord Krishna, always remain fearless in every respect. And therefore their feet trample over the Sudharma assembly house, which the best demigods deserved, but which was taken away from them. So the Yadavas, always fearless. Why? Because they were protected by the Lord. They were protected by the Lord. And what the Yadavas did, they brought the Sudharma assembly house from the heavenly planet. So every states, they have the best assembly house according to their means. They want to show their opulence by constructing the nice assembly house. Even recently, our Prime Minister inaugurated the Parliament House, spent nearly 1,000 crores to build this parliamentary house. They want to show the best thing should be there. Similarly, even the Yadavas wanted to have the best assembly house for Krishna. So in the earth, although one may be a very rich, maybe a powerful person, powerful king, nevertheless he cannot have the assembly like a Sudharma. It's not possible. One may be very opulent, one may be very rich, but nevertheless they cannot have. Only the demigods deserve to have this assembly. No human beings can have on the earthly planets. Nevertheless, when Krishna was there in the Dwaraka, the Yadavas brought the Sudharma assembly house for Krishna's pleasure. They want to offer everything best to Krishna. The duty of the devotee is to offer the best thing to Krishna, so that Krishna is pleased. And Krishna also wants to protect his devotees, care for his devotees. There is a loving exchange between devotees and Krishna always exists. The next Yudhishthira Maharaj started asking, my dear Arjuna, tell me whether your health is all right. You appear as if you lost your beauty, lost your luster. Please tell me why. It's due to others neglecting you, disrespecting you because you stayed in Dwaraka for a long time, or you are not able to give charity to one who was asked, or you are not able to fulfill your promise. For what reason? You are deprived of your beauty. You lost your luster. Generally, when we go to our friends or relatives' house, we should not stay for a long time. Why? Because we lose our respect. They will neglect us. Dushamaraja could think that because you stayed in Dwarka for a long time, 7 months, as a result, you are not respected, you are neglected. For what reason? You are looking devoid of beauty, luster, or you are not able to fulfill the promise, or you are not able to give charity. It's a duty of a king or a rich person to give a charity to one who asks. If he cannot give charity, you should feel sorry. The charity should be given to a worthy person. If a rich person does not give charity to a worthy person, then he should feel sorry that I neglected my duty. So, are you feeling sad? Or you are not able to fulfill the promise? A Kshatriya, when he gives a promise, he must to fulfill his promise. So if he does not fulfill the promise, then it's not good for a Kshatriya. And my dear Arjuna, you always give protection to Brahmanas, cows, women, and elderly people. Could you not give protection to them? Have you failed to give protection to them? Or you have been conquered by someone who's inferior or equal to you? How? So it is said, Kshatriya generally give protection to Brahmanas. Just like when a Brahmana in the Dwaraka, when his wife gave birth to a son, as soon as the son was born, the child died. And that Brahmana took the dead child and went to the palace of Ugrasena, started blaming Ugrasena. He started condemning Ugrasena. Ugrasena, you are not qualified to sit on the throne because you are envious of Brahmanas. You are a Kshatra Bandhu. You are not having the qualities of a Kshatriya, but you are occupying the position of Kshatriya. Otherwise, how is it possible? My son died in my presence. It's all due to the unqualified king ruling the city. Therefore, he started saying, no one in the city of Dwaraka should respect this Ugrasena, because no one should worship Ugrasena, whose only business is to loot money, whose only business is to be envious of Brahmanas. If the king does not give protection to Brahmana, then the city is full of unhappiness. So he was blaming. After that, after blaming, he went again. Next year he gave birth to second son. Again the son died as soon as born. Like that, every time when the child dies, the Brahmana would bring and place in front of the palace of Ugrasena and blame Ugrasena. When ninth time, 8th or 9th time it happened, he brought the last time, and again he was criticizing Ugrasena. There is no proper city, no Kshatriyas is there in the world who can give protection to my children. So at the time Arjuna was present along with Krishna in Dwaraka. When Arjuna heard this, he started saying, oh Brahmana, why are you saying there's no one is there to give protection? I am there. I am there, give protection to your son. If the king does not give protection to the citizens then he is not a king. So don't worry, I'll give protection to your son. So the Brahmana said, Arjuna, do you think when Krishna Aniruddha could not give protection, when Pradyumna could not give protection, when Balarama could not give protection, when Krishna could not give protection to my child, do you think you can give protection? So Arjuna said, "O Brahmana, I am not Krishna, I am not Balarama, I am not Pradyumna, I am not Aniruddha, I am Arjuna. I have got Gandiva bow. I have satisfied even Lord Shiva. I have got Pashupata weapon. I will give protection. If I fail to give protection to a child, then I will enter into the fire. I will enter the fire." So somehow the Brahmana was convinced by the word of Arjuna. So when the next time the Brahmana's wife was about to give birth to a child, Arjuna went, and this time he took shelter of Lord Shiva, because Krishna could not give protection. So let me take shelter of Lord Shiva. So Arjuna took shelter of Lord Shiva and started shooting arrow over the maternity home. So the moment the woman, Brahmana wife, gave birth to a child, so as soon as the baby was born, the baby and all the arrows that Krishna shot, everything disappeared. So Krishna was watching everything and started smiling. And it was Krishna who took away the child and the arrows. The Brahmana became very angry, and he started blasting Arjuna in the presence of Krishna. "You see my foolishness. I put my faith upon this foolish person word. He declared himself superior to Lord Krishna and Balarama and Pradyumna and Aniruddha. And I placed my faith, but he could not give protection to my son." So then Arjuna, because he endowed with mystic power, he equipped himself with the mystic power. He went to Yamaloka. He saw his son was not there. Then Vayuloka, Varunaloka, all the lokas went. He could not see his son because he failed to give protection to his son, and he said, "I will commit suicide." So a Kshatriya, when he gives promise to anyone, it's a duty to protect. So Yudhishthira was asking, "Have you failed to give protection? I failed to give protection to Brahmana. So what is this?" The next he was asking, "Have you taken care of old man and boys who deserve to dine with you? Have you left them and taken your meal alone? Have you committed any unpardonable mistake which is considered to be abominable?" So Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, have you not taken care of old man and boys who deserve to dine with you? It's a duty of householder generally to feed the children first, feed the elders at home, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. They should be taken care first. They should be fed first, then children, then after that other people. So householder should go out and call, "Is there anyone hungry?" 3 times he has to go out and call, invite in the road. If anyone is hungry, they can come and take food. It's a duty of the householder. Unless he goes and calls, unless he feeds elders and children, he should not take food. That is a duty of the householder. Then again he is asking, Krishna, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking, have you contacted a woman of impeccable character? Have you not properly treated a deserving woman? Or have you been defeated on the way by someone who is inferior or equal to you? So during those times, it was freely allowed, means under some restriction, a woman can contact with a man can contact with a woman under certain situation, but not it's open. Freely one can contact, but under certain rules and regulations. Because whenever a woman approaches Kshatriya should not refuse woman. Therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking, have you not properly treated a deserving woman who approached you? Just like when Bhima was there in the forest, Hidimbi even approached Bhima, want to have union with Bhima. he has to fulfill the demon. Although she was not good looking, nevertheless, he had to satisfy her. Similarly, when Yayati got married to Devyani, Sarmishta came as a maidservant. Although Shukracharya warned Yayati that he should not sleep with the Sarmishta, but when Devyani begot children, Sarmishta wanted to have children. She approached Yayati, I want to beget children, please kindly impregnate me. She expressed her desire to Yayati to impregnate, to have union. Although he was warned by Shukracharya not to have union with, sleep with Sarmishta, nevertheless he did because it's a religious duty of a Kshatriya. He cannot fail to execute this duty. Later he was cursed. He was ready to accept the curse, but Kshatriya means he has to fulfill the duty. Similarly, Krishna, he got married all 16,108 queens. How? Krishna did not go after anybody. Even the 16,100 princes who were released by Lord Krishna, they expressed, oh Krishna, please marry. Kshatriya has to fulfill. Krishna married. All the 8 queens, including Rukmini and Mitravinda and all other principal queens of Lord Krishna, everyone want to marry Krishna. Therefore, Krishna married. And Kshatriya, if is defeated by a lower person, he should feel ashamed. But Kshatriya can be defeated by a person who is superior. That is okay. That's not an issue. Like Arjuna was defeated by Bhishma on the battlefield because Bhishma was superior by age, by experience, by power. That's not a shame for Arjuna. That's not shame for Arjuna. But if somebody, a person who is inferior, if he defeats a superior person, should be ashamed. Therefore, Yudhishthira was asking whether you are looking sad because someone who is inferior to defeated you. Why? The next is asking, the last point, my dear, Arjuna, is that you are feeling empty for all the time because you might have lost your most intimate friend, Krishna. Oh my brother, I can think of no other reason for you becoming so dejected, disappointed. So Yudhishthira Maharaja could understand that Krishna left the world as Narada predicted. Otherwise, there is no other reason why Arjuna is so dejected. This is the summary of this chapter, how Krishna disappeared. So we'll discuss the next thing, next chapter, next session. Thank you. Hare Krishna.